With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 36, Young. That's caught by Jackson.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run here with Bo. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 7, Young. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Steve Young. They set up the screen to Bo. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. It's Young on first down. Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a carry for the forward, first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 40. The 30, and he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big run there by Gurley. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Young. But he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Forced out to his left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
On the set. Smooth.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And all the way up to the 46. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Breeze. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we have the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the Mustache Man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville. Because despite the fact that they're 1-2, got their first win last Thursday against Tennessee, he stepped in week 1 and set a record for rookie quarterbacks. What was he, 22 of 25 throwing in that game? 88% right out of the gate. And has continued good play since then. And let's face it, the Mustache Mania is sweeping Duval County as well as the rest of the state of Florida.
Best actor in a lead role, I'm assuming you're going Mahomes.
You have to, because we kept saying he couldn't possibly do what he did last year. He's on a pace to eclipse what he did last year in every category. And by the way, hasn't thrown an interception yet, and his team's undefeated at 3-0.
All right, one more. Best director, head coach. Who you got? Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Ready? You ready?
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check 45. Too little,
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
No. Check number 1.
Breeze now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Devin White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Opposite. Come on, QB.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check.
Here's Breeze to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. Barkley's injury, obviously that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And look, Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley in that backfield.
In a big way, not just as a runner, obviously, but his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, make plays in open space. 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Horrible news, not just for the Giants, but how about fantasy football teams? All right, if you got Saquon Barkley, many of you selected him at number 1 in your draft. Now he's going to be out for a decent portion of the season.
You better hit your waiver wire and get Wayne Gallman quickly. Young now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have...
That's caught inside the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready?
On first down, Gordon. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Easy.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at the still undefeated teams in the league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1, but let's look at the 3-0 teams. The Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, and Packers. I'm guessing if I ask you who would lose first, you might say Buffalo because they play New England this weekend.
I think you're right about that because that's what you look at. What's the schedule tell us? We know the 49ers are safe because they got an open week coming, so they should be okay on that one. But you would say Buffalo, even though they're at home, New England gets them. But as a wild card, putting them on upset alert, Green Bay on Thursday night with a desperate Philadelphia team coming in. You know, you've got to be really careful with that, despite the fact Green Bay's defense has been so impressive in the early going.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing again. Young. Got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Young to throw it. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. To throw is Young. Throwing on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Young. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Young now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now here's Young. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Young will lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Check.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The 2nd down throw for Steve Young, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Young. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And shedding through the tackle. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Oh, saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
2 yards on the pitch.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's good.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we say good night from Atlanta. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go! Red!
Luck on first down. Dancing to his left. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. Second and a yard. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mexico!
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Daniil Hunter able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Cook running right. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got room. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 50, it's Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 34. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Partner, switching gears for a second, a really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son Clay was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. When he played long enough, a lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing. About nearly a 20-year career there. And just phenomenal what he got done. And even better to see his son able to pop.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman,
and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Breeze. Throw left side, complete. It's Holt. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's got the connection to Cooper. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Locke. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break. Locke. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
95-56. Kill.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They try right side here. Gurley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Another carry now for Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing his lock. Steps away to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a first down throw. Lock. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, With all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be fielded at the 8th. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Go. Let's bring it.
Here's Steve Young. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
218, chopper. Now.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Alpha.
It's Young on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And the catch made by Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Ready? 30 base. Chopper! Go out! What's the Hey, rock it! Bravo! Mike 50. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. This complete to Jones.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Gordon. And some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarrett McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Sayers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, echo. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Young on 4th down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check three.
They run it here with Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So that'll back him up 5.
That's it, baby.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Now Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Here's Young. Gonna throw again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Third and long for Young. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Rush in.
Final play of the half, Young. Ebron's got it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before break. Young steps away to his left. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken short. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Room here to run. 20. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Gordon. And he is in for the score. Touchdown.